If you just tune in, you're listening to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon right here on your favorite gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel, 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel. We are live in the studio today, and certainly I want to say happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there in radio land. I hope that this will be a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day for you. Oh boy, this is just a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day outside, and we're live in the studio on today. WEHA. This show, my show, In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon, is being sponsored in part by the Hawks family businesses who have been in business for over 30 years in our community, along with Beacon Hall, turning moments into memories, and McDonald's Atlantic City. So I'm so glad for my sponsors and for being on the show. And again, happy Father's Day to all other fathers out there. I just have a few community things that I want to make sure that the community is aware of. On today from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at Browns Park, 1609 Arctic Avenue in Atlantic City. There's going to be a free concert, free admission. It's going to be food and beverages. They're going to have, this is being sponsored by Save a Life Tour. Music by Eric Rapp, Frank Rocks for Jesus, Descendants of Noah. And we all know DJ Win. He's going to be there, along with Pastor Eric McCoy of God's Reaching Out Ministries. He's going to be the guest speaker, and it's free today from 12 to 4 p.m. So if you're not doing anything, by all means, stop by Browns Park. Also, there's paid internships available for ages 16 to 24 for 8 weeks. And this is going to be from June and August. And you can earn up to $10.50. The ages are 16 to 24. You can apply online, learntrainworkac.com, and then select Summer Youth app. And this is being sponsored by the Atlantic County Workforce Development Board. So if you got some young people in the house who are not working, they don't have to look for a job. All they got to do is go online. And again, that website is learntrainworkac.com, and go to Summer Youth applications and Summer Youth, and just apply for your application. Also, we want to give our condolences to the family of the late Honorable Judge Dennis Brathwaite, who has passed away. Also, Mother Annette Donaldson Feaster. This family has been an icon in our community for many, many years. As a matter of fact, her husband baptized my parents. And that a celebration of life for her is going to be on next Saturday, the 22nd. So we want you to continue to keep the Feaster family and Donaldson family in your prayers. Also, my family. We lost a dear uncle. Well, we didn't lose him. He passed away a couple of days ago. And I ask you to pray for my mom, Pastor Juanita Witherspoon. It's hard when you lose a sibling. It's hard when you lose anyone. So we want to pray for everyone that I don't know of who lost a loved one during this past week. You certainly are in my prayers, and I certainly want you to pray for me. There's a couple community announcements that I want everyone to know about. The consumeraffairs.com is where you can go, and there is an article where they have Hyundai and Kia has recalled over 500,000 cars because they can catch fire. Now, it's nice to have a new car, but I think it's important, and I'm not insulting my listening audience, to do some fact checks on your car before you purchase it. to see if there are any type of recalls on the car. And we had a terrible tragedy that happened here a few months ago with the car bursting into flames, and I believe that was a Kia. I'm not dogging Kia out. I just want to make sure that my listening audience is safe out there. So check it out, get the parts fixed, or do whatever needs to be done so you and your family can be safe. Also, on the 18th, New Jersey will be the pharmacies here will be giving out the drug naloxone. I don't even know why I'm getting tongue tied. It's a form of Narcan, and it's going to be free. It's a reversing drug for people who overdose, and you can go to the pharmacies and pick it up. There was an article in the press, but just in case you didn't read that, I wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. I do know that the Walgreens in Atlantic City and in Egg Harbor Township, the Walmarts in Egg Harbor Township, Mays Landing, the CVS in Egg Harbor Township, or for English Creek, will be giving out those free naloxone, okay, or naloxone, okay, something like that. But it goes to, I think that's close, all right, and that's a drug that will reverse people who have OD'd on opioids or heroin, all right, and prayerfully, you'll never have to use it. But if you do, they will have instructions, and you'll have it right in the car, and you can just pull it out or right in your pocketbook, and you can pull it out for someone and maybe save a life. It's a terrible crisis, and we have to do everything that we can to help in the crisis. Also, you heard announced earlier that WEHA 88.7, 100.3 FM 10th Anniversary Benefit Banquet, a tribute to gospel music, and this is going to be held on Saturday, September the 14th, 2019 at 4 o'clock p.m. The keynote speaker is multi-Grammy and Stellar Award winner Bishop Marvin Sapp. Never would have made it. Oh, without you. He made more than that song, but you know. He's going to be the guest preacher, and he's a dynamic speaker if you've never heard him. And I've heard him on several occasions, and he's very good. So you don't want to miss this. And it is going to be hosted by Dr. Bobby Jones. And this is going to be a wonderful program. It's going to be held at the Winsand Community Life Center, 353 North South New Road in Pleasantville. It's a black tie event. The honoring the WEHA recipients for community and outstanding service awards. The banquet chairpersons are Deacon and Mrs. William H. Hawk Jr. Dinner will be served buffet style, so it's all you can eat. For more information, you can call 609-641-8870, or you can go to our website, www.wehavegospel.com. Certainly, this is something that you want to be able to come and attend. It's going to be a wonderful affair. The donation is $100. Again, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Father, the cornerstone of the family, a tower of respect and admiration, his wife at his side, his children before him, lovely, cherished by his family. Through his words of wisdom and encouragement, his children grow in knowledge and are blessed to have him. Exercising his right of authority to maintain peace, balance, and harmony, guiding and instructing his little ones, sacrificing his life for family, providing shelter and substance so that all may survive. He contemplates and marvels at his greatest achievement, a family, the monument to his life, a great treasure without measure, protecting, caring, and nurturing his greatest asset for the benefit of his lineage, making sure that all is safe till he takes his last breath. Our friend, our father, he is our dad. And this is by or man dunk. And so I just wanted to make sure that I did not leave out the fathers. And listen, if it wasn't for our fathers, there would be no us. We would now there would be no you. We would not be here if it was not for our fathers. And certainly we want to honor, because the Bible tells us to honor our father and our mother. But this is Father's Day, so I'm just going to leave it, honor our father. Okay? So we want to make sure that you're doing that on today. Um, I was reading some time ago, and I'm not telling Kirk Franklin's testimony because y'all have already heard it. I'm sure you have if you've been following him any length of time, how his father was not in his life. And that's why I think the program that we have today will be just as befitting. His father was not in his life, and he was raised. His mother didn't want him. I guess she was frustrated with him because maybe he didn't want her. I don't know what the situation was because I wasn't in Texas. However, he was raised. His mother was going to abort him, and a lady or aunt or older woman said, "Don't do that. I'll take care of him." And she raised him. And then recently, maybe 6 months ago, he found out his father only had a few months to live. And he went and reunited with his father. And he said he wished he would have done it before. He wished he would have done it a long time ago, and he hadn't done it. And just to get a chance to talk to his father. There's always three sides to every story: my side, your side, and the truth. And sometimes we only hear one side of the story. So we want to make sure that we're honoring our fathers on tomorrow. Call them, do something for your father on tomorrow. Call them up, let them know you love them. If nothing else, you have life, and you wouldn't be the person you are if it was not for your father. You said, "What do you mean by that, Thelma?" You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be born. And we still have our father's DNA. So we have everything on the inside of us. You have everything on the inside of you to make it and to survive. So I want you to make sure that you honor your father. Again, we want to say happy Father's Day. Also, before I introduce my guest, I want to congratulate Commissioner Stephanie Dixon. She is from the wonderful class of 1980, Atlantic City High School. There's nobody like class 1980. I know you out there in 79 just had your 40th. But we have ours on next year where the committee is working on it, and I'm excited about it. But I'm excited because she's on her way to Iowa to work on a presidential campaign. And, you see it on television, but actually knowing someone from our area who has rose to this status is just phenomenal. And I certainly wish her the best while she's out there in Desmond, Iowa. She left. She'll be there Monday on the ground. And she's working for the candidate, Mayor Pete. And she certainly keeps us. If you're not on her Facebook page, you need to be, because she keeps you abreast of all the political things that are going on, when they're going to have the debates, who's on the first debate, who's on the second debate. And so it's going to be really, really great. So we're going to continue on. We're going to move on because our guest is in the studio. He's in the studio today. And I'm excited that he's here. I knew a little bit about the guest, Shimon Alvarez, but I had no idea. I mean, I knew that he boxed, but I did not know he was a welterweight champion. I didn't know that. And I thought I knew everything going on in Atlantic City, Atlantic counties. That shows you don't know everything. All right. But we're very excited to have him to have him in the studio on today, and he is live. He had a good program last night, along with Shalonda Alston. Black Men Rock, Young Black Men Rock, and I was I was watching that, and it was like on Facebook. I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures now. Oh yeah, there you go. I got the right one.
Okay.
There you go. Cause I'm working the board by myself, y'all. I'm so proud of
You
myself.
did a fabulous job. Fabulous job, you
Th-
are.
Thank you. Now I can't say that you don't know Shimon Alvarez because this brother is everywhere, and he is. I'm saying you the director of Brother to Brother.
I'm the facilitator.
Oh, you the facilitator.
Yeah, Shalanda is my umbrella. I'm under her.
Oh, you're under Shalonda Austin.
Yeah, Shalanda Austin.
Shalanda. Shalanda. Okay. But he's the facilitator of Brother to Brother Boys Mentoring Program,
Yes.
right? But before we get into that, in case people don't know who Shimon Alvarez is, I want him to say something about himself. You boxed 11 years.
Yes, I'm the ex NABO champion. I fought as an amateur. I did well. I won many titles, Golden Glove titles, placed in national tournaments. Turned pro. Um, did well with that. Won the title. Uh, Kept it for a long time, and then life happens.
Yeah.
Um, I have 4 beautiful children, and they're and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it overall.
Well, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
And you thought it not robbery. Many people who have had your success probably would have not went somewhere and be on the beach or somewhere doing their own thing. But you, paying forward, came back to the community and started working with young boys.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
Thank you.
And I wanted to know, why did you decide to do that?
Well, it began in like 1998. I became a mentor, and doing that, I enjoyed doing it. It was fun hanging out with the boys and helping them out, and being in the schools, doing things to help them better themselves. Fast forward to now, from 1998, life happens, and I realized for me that we're giving a lot of things, but we need more. The boys, we get direction,
Right.
get a job, get a bank account, get a house, take care of your family, but no one ever takes us by the hand and shows exactly how it's supposed to be done. And we mess up. And
Right.
so that was the thing that pushed me to um, give back, pour into the boys.
And yeah, well, Donovan Crickland said we fall down, but we get up.
Yeah, that's the important part.
It's not how many times you fall down, it's that you get up.
Yeah, it's silly. It's like you hear that. I've heard that all the time when I was younger, but now being here where I'm
Right.
at, here, um, yeah, we fall down often, and it's okay, as long as you get back up. You always
Right.
have a second chance to rectify things or progress your life
Absolutely.
and whatever you want to do.
Absolutely. And to doing that, I don't want to get personal, but you were saying sometimes you don't have people to take you by the hand,
Yes.
and to lead, to help you. So you saw that as a need.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, things I'm going through, things I've went through, just it's like the smallest things. I'm like, oh snap! If I just known that, I would have did that. Or whatever it is. Whatever it
Right.
might be, with school, work, friends, relationships, all that. When you fast forward now, I look back. I'm like, oh man, if I had just, if I'd only not, you know.
Right.
So those are the small things that we didn't know. We weren't given. Uncle Lee, great man, taught me, work, 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 school, save. But it didn't show me how.
Right. You know what? Sometimes our loved ones can only take us as far as they've gone.
I know.
Right. So it does take a village. It's the African proverb.
Yeah,
It takes a
yes,
village to
I
raise
agree.
a child, and to help. And it was how many young men do you have in your mentoring program?
We have 32.
32.
32.
And I know you have one in Atlantic City and in Pleasantville.
Yes, we're brother in Atlantic City, and we're the Boaz Care Program at the Pleasantville Recreation Center.
When do you meet?
On Saturdays from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. at the Pleasantville Recreation Center, and then 11 to 1 at the community room in Atlantic City.
At Stanley Homes.
Yeah, Stanley Homes, yes.
All right, and that's every week?
Yes, every Saturday, unless like we had that that the snow makeup day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that, or on occasion, like when I think 2 weeks ago, all the kids were like out on vacation, or some kids just they didn't want to come, because
Right.
they were like we're on break. But yes, every Saturday, that's what we do.
All right, and so you work with the kids. Now, your nickname in the boxing ring was The Truth.
Yes.
So, do you take that, your nickname, and put that on with the boys? How do you relate to them?
Well, well, I am truthful with them, so I try to be. No, I am truthful with them, and I give them what they need, what I think they need, and I intend on. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate my trade name, whatever my fighting name with that. I'm still kind of working on it, but overall, I'm just honest, truthful with them, and just try to let them know, hey, you can do it. The one analogy I use, and I think some of them got it, some of them didn't. When we're birthed here, we're just like an apple seed, orange seed, cherry seed. You put this seed in the ground, it
Right.
grows up, and nobody tells that seed how to become a sunflower, a rose, an apple, a tree, nothing like that. So when God put us here, He already gave us what we have on the inside to bust it out, to become what we're going to be football player, musician, businessman, Walmart, Wawa, what I mean? You can be that. It's already in you to do it. You just have to figure out how to pull it out. So I'm going to try to I am going to tie in my trade fight name, The Truth, and give them that truth and help them understand that they can excel in whatever they want. All that classification stuff, it is what it is. However, if they just apply,
Right.
they can change that thing.
They can be whatever they want to be.
Yeah.
So, like, you're telling them the truth. Say, in other words, if you had to go to an interview, you're going to go with a suit and tie,
Yes.
or a tie and a shirt and a jacket,
Yes,
That,
at least.
that's at least, not jeans and sneakers. Some people don't know that,
Right.
and
Right.
we take a lot for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And so having this program, now this is a spinoff from Shalanda's, Austin's.
That's right.
All right, and
Uh-huh.
it's a lot of mentoring programs, but what is hers? Hers deals with the girls.
Yeah, Shalanda is the girls. All her girls are doing great. She's
I am mentoring.
in my care.
In my care.
Yeah,
In my care,
yeah.
mentoring, and then boys to brother to brother.
Yes.
Boys mentoring program is a
Yes.
spinoff
Yes.
from that.
Yes, I'm under her umbrella.
Right.
She is I started this journey like a year and a half ago. And she and I bumped into each other. And she's helped me spin off of her because what I have in my heart, what I was trying to do all that time.
She already had it in her mind.
Yeah, and she was already doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
And she said, "Hey, Moan, look, do it like this." I said, "Okay," and I complied for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah, and like, and like it's going well. So I'm gonna just continue to keep going forward and adding things, taking away things. Using what works. What keeps the boys' attention. What's gonna
What
make
worked?
It
So, we all got teenagers and grandsons. What worked?
well, well, pretty much just listening.
Listening. That's true.
Listening and just you have to listen, understand, and then give them what they want, and then what they want if they can't have it. What I'm guessing, what may work. Take the time to explain to them, like, listen, I understand you wanna, you want those shoes, you wanna.
You want those $200 pair of sneakers, but the light bill is due.
Yeah, the light bills due, and or the $45 pair of Nikes I bought you. You beat those things up in like a month.
Right.
You know,
You didn't take care of them.
Yeah, can we get at least 3 months out of them things?
Right.
And then also, like, we want to teach the boys, like, why, the Reeboks are just as fly as the Jordans.
Right.
They're just as fly. Why aren't they? Because, Jay-Z and whoever else is wearing them. That's why you want them. Don't conform to the pattern. Don't conform. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do
Be your own person.
Yeah, be your own person. That's
and when
what,
you can afford them, you can buy 'em.
right. And then yeah. And once you get
Get a job.
Yeah, you get a job. First of all, you get a job and you get like all A's, super A's.
And you're respectful and you take out the trash and
Yes.
do your chores.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, then you can maybe I'll sacrifice.
Yeah, I might. No, I will. I
Yeah.
would. Mm-hmm.
So it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really glad that you're here on this Father's Day weekend.
Thank you. You don't even
because
kid
it's something that we need to make sure that we continue have is men out there supporting the boys and the girls, but especially our boys at this time because we're losing too many of them
I know.
to the street
I know.
and to gun violence.
Good guys too.
And good guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be taking a commercial break in a few minutes, and we're going to come back, and we're going to be talking with Shimon Alvarez, also known as the True Brother to Brother Mentoring Program Facilitator.
I'm so happy I'm here. I'm so surprised at you too.
Keep it live.
That's right.
The Balance of Love, a musical journey. The spirit of love has been the plumb line of life. The time has come to hear and witness the full manifestation of the balanced love between old and new. This dynamic production will take you on a musical journey that will unfold the true essence of God's love as it transcends beyond church walls and down through the different genres of musical favorites. Mark your calendars, June the 22nd at the Harris Resort, 777 Harris Boulevard, Atlantic City, New Jersey, 08401. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show begins at 7 p.m.
Gospel 88.7 and 100.3 FM. WEHA, We Have Gospel, proudly celebrates its 10-year anniversary, spreading the gospel one song at a time from 2009 to 2019 and beyond. To God be the glory.
This is your girl, Vicky Winans, and you're listening to Gospel 88.7 WEHA.
Yo, what it do, fam? It's your homie D Hattie, the Moon Man himself. Y'all know me. It's Dietrich Haddon, hanging out right here on WEHA.
Praise God, everybody. Ty Tribbett here.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Jay Moss, better known as Just James.
Hey there, this is Erica from Mary Mary. And I'm Tina.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Fred Hammond.
Hi, this is Donnie McClurkin. Hello, this is your boy, Marvin Sapp.
What's up, God's people? This is your boy, Kirk Franklin. You're checking that right now on WEHA Gospel, y'all.
WEHA.
Gospel 88.7 WEHA.
WEHA, spreading the gospel.
WEHA. Gospel 88.7.
We're spreading the gospel one, and I mean one song at a time.
88.7, spreading the gospel one song at a time.
WEHA, We Have Gospel, proudly celebrates its 10-year anniversary.
This is Ricky Dillard, founder of the New Generation Chorale, and you're listening to WEHA.
What's up, everybody? This is Smokey Norfolk, and you're listening to WEHA. What's up, family? It's your boy, Bashawn Mitchell, and you're listening to WEHA.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and I'm with WEHA.
This is Isaac Curry, and you're listening to WEHA.
Hi, this is Dorothy Norwood, and you're listening to WEHA.
What's good, people? This is your boy, Molly Music, right here, and you're listening to WEHA Gospel.
Hi, I'm Marvin Winans, and you're listening to Gospel 88.7 WEHA, spreading the gospel one song at a time.
WEHA, We Have Gospel, proudly celebrates its 10-year anniversary, spreading the gospel one song at a time from 2009 to 2019 and beyond. To God be the glory. Glory, 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 glory.
You are listening to Christ-centered, community-focused, listener-supported gospel. 88.7 and 100.3 FM, Atlantic City, WEHA. Don't forget to follow us on social media by searching We Have Gospel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Find out more at www.wehavegospel.com.
WEHA Community Bulletin Board, a public service of WEHA. Boardwalk Committee meeting in Atlantic City. Residents, Civic Association, Boardwalk businesses, and other groups are invited from 9:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. second Wednesday to discuss community improvement ideas. The group meets in the Jim Whaling Room, room 150 at the Boardwalk Hall. For more information, call 609-335-4932. Happening in Galloway Township, Juneteenth celebration. Creation Women's Group will hold its annual Juneteenth event from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. June 15th at the Pine Needle Park in the South Egg Harbor section of the township. Festivities include food, singers, dances, and family-friendly activities. There will also be a series of speakers from local churches and schools who will discuss this year's theme, Black Migration. For more information, call 609-383-5100. In Pleasantville, the missionary ministry at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church is collecting personal care items for the Atlantic City Rescue Mission during the month of May. The community may bring donations of soap, washcloths, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and any other items to the church office at Fernwood and Columbia Avenues. Monetary donations are also accepted. For more information, call 609-517-7849. In Ocean City, about boating safety. The U.S. Coast Guard's Auxiliary Flotilla 81 will present boating safety classes from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. on April 27th, May 18th, June 22nd, and July 27th. The program will be held at St. Peter's United Methodist Church, 8th Street and Central Avenue. For information, 609-399-4299 or visit United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, Ocean City, New Jersey.org. And this is happening in Hamilton. Let's Knit Club. Seniors ages 60 and older are invited to bring and work on their knits and crochet projects from 10 o'clock until 11:30 a.m. Fourth Mondays at the Senior Nutrition Site at 310 Bellevue Avenue. For information, 609-645-7700, extension 6537. If your church, school, social, public, or civic organization have an upcoming public service event, WEHA Community Bulletin Board is a great way to get the word out. Send us the information to WEHA Bulletin Board at gmail.com at least 2 weeks in advance, and we will spread the word.
All submissions will be aired at the discretion of WEHA.
Would you like to hear your company or church announcements or church broadcast on the airwaves of WHA? You can call our business office at 609-641-8870 for further details.
If you just tuned in, you're listening to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon right here on your favorite gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel, 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel with my guest, Shimon Alvarez, also known as AKA The Truth.
Hello,
he
everybody.
is a facilitator for Brother to Brother Boys Mentoring Program, and it is a spinoff under Shalanda Austin In My Care Mentoring Program. She does the girls, he does the boys. And we want to talk about your event last night, Black Young Boys That Rock.
Yeah, Young Black Men Rock.
Young Black Men Rock.
Yes.
How did that go?
It went fabulous. It went fantastic. It was what I thought. You know, it was good. You know, the boys were there, the people were there, the brothers were there. It was nice. Good, you know, good food. Coach Mike, great presenter.
Yes.
Joe Frisbee tore it up. You know, it was good. It was very good. The boys were they were phenomenal. They gave little speeches and stuff. It was nice. You know, Eric Fultz, one of the boys, he gave a great speech, and then he reached out his hand and told the boys, "Look, give me a call, holler at me if y'all need me." You know, and we got he's involved. You know, they're all involved. They were engaged.
Yeah, I saw Steve Young. I saw Christian Ragland.
Yes.
There on the Facebook.
Yes, no, and they were there, and they did well. It's just that those guys stuck out to me because, is how I know you.
Right.
You know, I met Joe before I met Shalanda. I had no idea that they were, acquaintances, and he would be there, today. And way back when I started, when I had, my vision in my heart, I met Joe. I was like, that's what we need. And who Joe is, in Jesus' name, you know what I mean?
Who's Joe?
Joe Frisbee. He's
Okay.
Good guy.
Good guy. So the brothers, you're not doing this alone. There's other brothers that come there and help you mentor the boys.
Yes, we do have some men that come out to help us mentor the boys. And as a matter of fact, if you people, everyone out there, we're looking for mentors, more mentors, because the more the better. Because people have schedules, people have lives, they have family, they have work. They're not always able to be there all the time. So we're always looking for mentors. But yes, we do have guys that come to help us and facilitate the group and do the lesson plan and have fun with the boys.
What do you teach them?
Well, finances, proper speaking, not doing the things they do that, sagging the pants,
right,
and this and that, how to look further and having a backup plan,
Right. What if you don't make it to basketball?
Yes.
What if you were playing with Steph Curry and y'all lost because he missed a couple 3-pointer shooters and
right,
the Raptors won? What do you do?
Right.
When you lose, because everybody can't lose. You know, they don't know how to lose.
Yes.
That's why I think sports are very good, because you can't win it all.
Yes. That's the thing. What we want to teach them, we are going to teach them. Have a plan B and C.
Right.
Because I like working, but I don't like having a job. I wanna be my own boss. I want to go back to how it used to be. So I want these boys to have how it used to be for me. Just relax and
be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Be your own boss.
Yeah. Be your own boss or love the job you do.
Right.
When I was a full-time mentor working with the boys, I loved it. I leave at 8 o'clock in the morning and won't come back till like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, because it was just fun to do, and it was just it was needed, and it's different. Like back then how I was doing it, but now how I'm doing it is different. I would have liked to have now back then who I had, because the ones that I see here, actually I've been bumping into a couple of them in last month, a couple of them, and they're all like out of 10, 6, 7 are doing fantastic. It's always the ones that don't make it. They end up making the wrong decision. But if I had what I have now back then, maybe I have all 9. I saved 9, 9 out of 10.
But the mere fact that they were given some opportunities, and shown another way, because if you're not shown another way, you don't know.
Right.
That's all you know.
Yes.
If you grow up in a certain environment, that's all you know. So you do what you know until you're shown something else.
Yep.
And told the truth about it. You know, nobody owes you anything.
No.
You got to work hard to get what you want out of life,
Yes, it's serious.
And sometimes, we don't mean no harms, but sometimes we can be the worst problems of our generation. We give them everything they want. They don't work for nothing. We
enable them.
We enable them. And then we get mad when you get 16, 17, and 18 and they don't have no job, when they have never had no responsibilities all their life. That's why fathers are important.
Yeah, mothers too.
And mothers.
Yeah.
But since it's Father's Day,
yes, thank you.
Coming up, I wanted to make sure that I was, talking about the importance of mother's nurture.
Right.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
You hurt your knee? Come here, boo.
Yeah.
Father, get up, boy. Man up.
Yeah, you're right. That is needed. However, at times, Dad should be like, oh, my man,
Right.
Like, my boy, I hug him and kiss him all day,
Right.
I'm soft. I'm soft for the majority of the time, So it's back and forth.
It's back and forth.
Yeah,
But you give them the correction when they need it.
Yes.
Or the advice when they need it.
Yes.
Right? Because you can't just do what you want to do all the time with no kind of instruction.
No repercussions would be
No
bad.
repercussions, no boundaries, no
yeah,
nothing.
You all messed up.
Yeah, do whatever you want to do. No,
not that. Mm-mm.
No, and I was my grandsons. There's been some high. I don't know if you know Hassan, Kirk Hassan. But anyway, there's a group of men over in Pleasantville. He didn't even know I was going to say this. They take the little kids like at 5 and 6 years old and start showing them how to play baseball for free. The guys come out there and just volunteer their time to give the kids something to do.
Yes.
And that's what you guys are doing. Yes. Out there volunteering and and the kids look good yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had on their shirts and tie. I saw them.
Yep. All of them came with their little, nice outfits on.
Yeah.
That looks better than mine. Can I borrow that outfit? For real. I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, they cleaned up really good. They look really good. But if you never had that opportunity, you don't know.
Yeah. Joe, that's what he had said. Joe had said, he gave Coach Mike, his accolades and thank you. And he's like, oh man, he's like, no, imagine that if we had something like this back then. He's like, I wouldn't have went through it, And yes, I agree. Like something like that to give back to the boys, to help bring them up. You know what I'm saying? To show their worth and what they can do. Yes, I agree.
Right. So every week you meet.
Yes.
And from 11 to 1 in Atlantic City at the Stay in the Homes Village is free.
Yes.
Doesn't cost anything.
No, but there's an application though, just so we can have address, phone number.
Yes, just in case, right?
Just in case. Mm-hmm.
And then you come to Pleasantville.
Yes.
And you work there.
Yes.
All right, and so working on confidence and etiquette and how to eat and all that while you're out.
Monies and things,
How to spend your money, how to save your money. It's like you say, growing up, you was told get a job, save your money. But how do I save? How do I put the money out?
Yep.
Do I put it in CDs? Do I put it in a saving account? I mean, how do I save?
You got to diversify your funds.
You got to diversify your funding.
I just found out about that.
Yeah.
Not just, but yeah. I'm older,
To make it. Now, you're Latino too, right?
Yes, I'm African American, Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican? Mm-hmm. You hablo español?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I thought so. I could kind of hear it a little bit, but I didn't want to get on that.
Yeah. Well, Pastor Eck last week he brought in Atlantic City there's a free surfing classes the boys can take. Pastor Eck has the information. I don't have it on me. I apologize. He brought a gentleman down who's a part of this surf camp, and they teach the boys to surf and swim and all that good stuff. They're insured and it's free.
And where are they doing this at?
You know what? That part is in Atlantic City, and
well, you know what? Don't worry about it. You can either text them and find out that information before I get off air,
yeah.
or you make sure I get it and put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that people out there can teach our kids how to surf.
Yeah, and the thing
swim.
is, going back to your family say get out and do something, you know.
You gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lay up in here. And here I'm out here busting my back working. You just laying up or playing on your video games.
Yeah.
Get up out of here.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, rather than have the boys always focus on basketball, football, let's think about baseball. Hey, and why not surfing? In Puerto Rico, people surf. My people surf all the time. It's not just the other. It's not just a white sport. Yeah, it's not we can do it too. And I say that because one of our boys got on the demo thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was tearing it up, man. Like he didn't fall at all. Like I almost got destroyed because I fell off a little bit, and one guy fell down. One of the mentors fell down on this. It was like a cylinder,
right?
And then it's a seesaw, and it rolls back and forth.
Like skateboard?
No, more trickier than skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a cylinder like that rolls, and then there's a plank that goes on top of it. And the kids have to get on the plank and balance, and it simulates surfing.
Wow!
And I have it on my phone, and it was fun. Like actually, all the boys had a fun time with it. One boy was killing it. Like he was.
He knew how to. He just had it.
Yes, he did.
He just had it.
Yeah, and it runs in his family. Like he is a leader. He is the athlete. He's a smart kid, the quick tongue kid. The thinker. That's him. So it's those kind of things that we didn't know to do because, our mom, dad's, uncle said, "Get out, go do something."
So how did you start boxing?
Oh man, I was just trying to, I got myself in a little bit of trouble, and
that's all right. You don't have to get into specifics, but to say you got into something because sometimes it helps somebody. People see people at the finished product.
Right.
They don't know the story. They don't know why you are the way you are right now.
Right. Well, I got in it just to get in shape, to get my mind off of what I was going through, and then, Arnold came to me, said what he said. Kenny came to me, said what he said. Mr. Johnson came to me, said what he said, and I said okay. Started boxing, and then
it went from there.
Yep. It went from there. I stopped. I was going to school I was going to school. Stopped that and just started boxing. That was it. Boxing and working.
Boxing and working. Mm-hmm. So you had some mentors, even if they weren't calling you a mentor.
Yeah.
They saw something in you.
Yes.
And said, "Come over here and let's box." Were you boxing at the PAL?
Yes. Yeah. I've been a PAL since 1990. Since 1996.
Yeah.
When I came there. No, 1997.
97. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you something. Mm-hmm. Now, one time, my daughter used to go to PAL, too, when she was young. And I was looking for her, and I couldn't find her. Mm-hmm. Well, she was upstairs sparring on the third floor. I said, hold it.
That's where it is.
And now the girls, they do box, but I didn't want my daughter to box. I said, now you going to find another sport.
Right.
And she went and played tennis. I don't care if she went Venus and Serena. She just wasn't boxing.
Yeah, but boxing's good though, man.
It is good. It is a great sport. Mm-hmm. It is a great sport to participate in because you got to concentrate in order to beat your opponent. You got to outthink your opponent.
Well, yeah. See, boxing is not as it's a very brutal sport, but it's a lot of thinking, it's a lot of strategy, it's a lot of preparation for it. So that's something that I can give to the boys. Look, you gotta prepare. You know what I mean? You can't just get in the ring and start beating somebody up. He punches as hard as you do.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. A few years ago, I was on the Board of Education back in the 90s, early 2000s, right? And so we had a teachers conference, a conference, school board conference, and I attended. So I decided that I wanted to run. You know how they have the marathons?
Yes.
And so I said, oh, my, I want to participate. Represent Atlantic City,
that's right.
Atlantic County. Ooh, boy, and I went out and had everything. I had the right outfit, the sneaks, the headband, the water bottle. Oh, brother, I looked like a winner. That was all. That was it. Look, you have to prepare to be the best in what you do.
Yep.
So I had never ran track. I never, besides in school, the relays. I mean, 100 meters, everybody was doing that in gym. But I'm talking about training as a marathon runner. Well, they had all of these people and senior citizens and everything. I started out, and I was running at the front of the line.
Yep, in the front.
In the front.
In the beginning.
The race is not given to the swift.
Yeah.
And do you not know that everybody passed me? All of the senior citizens. I was wore out after 10 minutes because I had not prepared.
Yep.
And so teaching the kids that you have to prepare is one thing to have a dream.
Right.
But you got to prepare for that dream to come to fruition if you want to be the best in what you want to do. Needless to say, I quit, got me and my water bottle, and went back to the hotel room.
I look good.
Oh, I look good. I had the T-shirt, 5K run. So that is something that is great to teach the boys, discipline and girls.
Yes.
Discipline.
Yes.
You got to be. Maybe you can't go to the movies. Maybe you got to go work out.
Yeah.
Or you got to eat right.
Gotta eat right.
You see, now you don't eat right.
Nope.
You eating a bunch of donuts and all that.
Overweight.
You're gonna be overweight.
You can't make the weight.
So now you can't make the weight. You can't you can't run. You're not as fast. Your stamina is slow because you don't have green vegetables and stuff on the inside.
Right.
You know, so all of that is important.
Yep.
And I'm glad that you are, you know, along with those that are helping you or teaching the boys that, because you can eat wrong. You look good. Mm-hmm. But when you go to hit that punch, there is no power behind the punch.
Or no longevity.
Or no longevity.
That's the thing,
in the punching. You know, so there's a big boxing event coming up on next week. And with Ray McCline, you know, they're inducting people into the Boxing Hall of Fame.
See, I've been doing this, and you know, so I haven't paid attention to anything.
Well, you know what, you got to walk and chew gum at the same time. And this is what you got to teach the boys. You got to do your thing, but yet be relevant.
Well, see, I have been getting this brother to brother thing together and the Boaz Care program together. So I just been doing that and like, you know, going through working and like going through, you know, stuff like
I understand.
Like we all do. I don't I only know today's Saturday because of the program. And I had to be here with you.
Okay, well, you're doing a wonderful job. Listen, the mere fact that you're out there and you're trying to do something means a lot.
Thank you.
But, you know, it's just that in the world that we live in, we got to be on our A game all the time.
I know, all the time.
And that's something that I'm glad that you'll be able to teach the boys. Because, you know, somebody, my grandson just came back from a national competition in Greensboro.
Okay.
All right, and they had everybody national. You can be good where you are. He done fairly well. You can be good where you are, but when you compete against people who are just as good as you,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Right. Yeah. Then how is somebody gonna pick you? Why would they pick you?
Right. You're regular in a sense.
Yeah. If you're regular, you got to be just as good or better.
At least two.
At least two.
Two more above. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's some of the kind of things that we want to make sure.
Yep.
That the young people are out there learning. But I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, and what you're doing. And I wanted to have something on the mail order because it was Father's Day. And I wanted to make people aware that there was a program. If you got some boys out there, you're a single mom. You may not be a single mom. You may be married, but you're having some difficulty with your teenager. Brother to Brother Boys Mentoring Program is a nice program that you would want your sons to participate in.
And also, I mean, even if your boy is doing fine, that's great too, because you send him, and then he'll connect with somebody else, and he'll help pull that one kid who's not doing so good up. You know, so that's the whole, you know, ego analogy type of thing. You know, send him. He don't got to be a bad kid. You know, but the whole thing is if he's having a problem, send him to us.
Right.
You know, if he ain't, still send him to us. You know, because he'll help out.
He'll be able to help someone else.
He can be the leader boy. You know, our model boy. Hey, be like him. Be like, you know, Rashid.
Right.
Be like him. Go out, hang out with him after school rather than hanging out with him. Hang out with him in school.
Right.
You know.
Get your grades up. Find out what you're doing wrong in math. Because see, without the right SAT scores, without the right numbers, you're not going to get into the colleges that you want to get into.
Yeah. Yes. I work over at the Langston High School, and we just did the part, like all those testing stuff, and like some of the kids that are walking around now, like they're not even like taking the test or taking it serious or whatever, and you know that's important.
Yeah, it's going to mean a lot when you get ready to graduate and you're trying to get into a D1 college or you're trying to get into a specific school, and then they start looking at your scores and you're not going nowhere.
Yeah, and then just in general, just knowing how to multiply, divide, subtract, and put a sentence together and not have a fragmented, you know.
Yeah.
Something simple like that. Writing a letter.
Right.
You know.
You got to be able to do it. You got to present yourself, brand yourself, and do what you need to do in order to make it. So listen, give us the dates and the times and contact information if people want more information on how to contact you.
Yes, you can contact me at 609-892-3675. Or you can contact Shalanda Austin at 609-412-5084. And the office is 609-289-64. Oh, snap, I forget that one.
All right.
Yeah, look at that one.
All right. Well, you can look at it and get that information out to the community. I'm always looking for things for people to do. And what really made me want to do this, I saw your mom over a mutual friend's house, and the mutual friend was saying this young lady, she needs somebody with her son. She said, "Why don't you have them call my son and bring them over there to the program?" And then that would help her out.
Right.
And so that's good. So what is the number? 609?
Yeah, and the office number is 609-289-3964.
3964.
You always get those two backwards.
All right. Did you enjoy our program today? I know you did. Thanks for tuning in to In the Community with Dr. Thelma Witherspoon right here on your favorite gospel radio station, WEHA Gospel, 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel. Do you have something that you want to give out before we go?
Yes, I just want to let everyone know that in my care mentoring recognize all the presenters of the program, and we received a certificate of recognition from the Atlanta County Board of Children Freeholders. We also received an award from a resolution from the city of Atlantic City, and we also received Atlantic from Dennis Livingston, the Atlanta County executive. We received a letter from him thanking us for what we're doing, and then MI Care Mentoring gave us a leadership award for being the mentors of the program and helping the boys out. So I just want to thank Miss Alston and MI Care Mentoring and everybody who listens and the boys that come.
Thank you.
For it.
Well, my show is up. Thank you. And thank you, Shimon Alvarez.
Thank you.
For being here and for all that you're doing out there in our community. Keep those dials locked to WEHA 88.7, 100.3 FM. We have gospel.
100.3 W26 2CF, Atlantic City, Pleasantville.